Alright guys, this is just a like a recycled video really. I've just taken the 3-part Buzz Lightyear videos that I did and put them together into one video to recycle them, just because I made these videos so long ago that they're probably never going to get watched again, so why not just recycle them into one thing. So yeah, for people who didn't see them originally or whatever, because they're so far down the list of recommended videos or whatever, my playlist, that you probably don't even know that it's there. So whilst you watch that, I've also got 3 random questions from people. Let's just get into it. Rick says, Godzilla versus Optimus Prime, who would win? So I gave it a little thought, and it seems pretty obvious that Godzilla would win, wouldn't he? Just because he's fucking massive. And Optimus Prime really isn't that big. Like, if that was happening in real life, if you thought, holy shit, it turns out fucking Godzilla's real and he's stomping his way to New York, what are we going to do? And then Optimus Prime shows up, and like, oh my god, Optimus Prime's real as well, fucking hell, well at least he's going to save the day. I think very quickly, you and the American army and shit would think, yeah, well, what's Optimus Prime actually going to do? Like, he's a lot smaller. Like, he's no bigger really than a fucking, one of those great big Arctic truck things standing up. You know what I mean? Because that's essentially what he is. So yeah, he just gets stepped on, when he Godzilla's just going to fucking step on the gun. So Godzilla, really. But if the question was who would I rather see win, it would be Optimus Prime, because it would just be more of a battle, wouldn't it? Like, the fight that he would have to put up to try and kill Godzilla is a lot better than the one that Godzilla would have to put up to kill Optimus Prime, where he just fucking steps on him basically and walks off, and that would be the end of that. The second question is from Tom, and he says, is fucking a centaur bestiality? That's one of those half human, half horse creatures. Is that bestiality to have sex with one of them? It's a grey area, isn't it? I'll give him that. Is it? I think if you agreed to fuck a centaur, then, I mean, is that really any different than getting to know someone? Like, you've met someone, you've met your partner, you're having sex and all that, and then your partner says, hey, can we get a dog involved? Do you mind if I bring a dog into the room? You'd be like, no. What are you doing? I don't want to fuck a dog. Who wants to fuck a dog? I don't want to fuck a dog, and I don't want to see you fucking a dog either. And we're not going to fuck it together. We're not going to spit roast a fucking Alsatian or whatever. And I guess that's pretty much what that is. I mean, even though it's half human, and then there's a horse, and the horse and the human are kind of stuck together, when you get involved and you're shagging it, isn't that just 2 people fucking a horse? You know what I mean? Because, like, even if the centaur sort of wanked himself off while you're eating out the horse's arse or whatever, that's just 2 people molesting a horse, isn't it? So I think it is bestiality. I know they're half this, half that, but they themselves acknowledge that they are half a horse. It's a fantasy creature, isn't it, welded together? Then it's not. If a centaur looked like a human whose rest of their human body was shaped like a horse, that would just be a fucking weird, fucked up, half human, half horse looking thing that was actually just a big, fucked up, weird, visually disturbing human. And then that would just be normal, I guess. But because they are half horse and half human, yeah, it's just bestiality, isn't it? It's 2 people basically raping a horse. So I was going to say, would I rape a horse? That's not really the question, but but personally, would I have sex with a centaur? No, because I don't fancy, one, I don't want to take a horse's cock up my ass. I don't want to take any cock up my ass, but I don't want to get raped by a fucking horse. We all saw that video back in the day where that woman takes and it killed her like an hour later or something. I think it shattered her ribs. Yeah, so let's just move away from that question. Yeah, centaur, yeah, it's bestiality because it is half a fucking horse, isn't it? So imagine, oh god, eating a horse's fucking vagina as well. Couldn't think of anything more disgusting, especially if it's just been for a piss. Dylan says, Do you think if the Earth was flat, all of the cats would have been... Sorry, hang on, I can't even read my own handwriting. Do you think if the Earth was flat, the cats would have pushed all the stupid people off the edge by now? I think if we made a machine where you could talk to cats and they understood English and we understood them, and we told them, like, hey, guess what, the Earth's flat. Like, honestly, they're not going to give a fucking shit, are they? I mean, they don't even care about stupid people. I mean, you could be the world's most stupid fucking person, so long as you're feeding them and they can steal the warmth of your chair once you've stood up and left the room. And I don't fucking care how stupid you are. So they certainly wouldn't give a fuck if the Earth was flat or not. In fact, they wouldn't be pushing stupid people over the edge. Like, they'd be going over the edge themselves. Like, you can guarantee it that if if we found out that the Earth was flat, if the Earth was flat, you can guarantee that within a couple of fucking hours, someone's cat would have gone straight to the edge, and they're like walking along the edge for no reason, like cats do. You go, oi, come back here, don't do that, and they'd be walking along the edge. And everyone would go, no, that fucking cat's going to fall off the edge of the Earth. We'd go, oh, well, let it, because they do it all the fucking time. You know what cats are like for getting in trouble? Like, why are you on top of the wardrobe? How did you get on top of the fucking wardrobe? What are you doing? You know, get down. You can guarantee they'll be walking around the edge of the fucking Earth and falling off of it all the time. Because, yeah, they don't care about fucking stupid people, do they? Only fucking give a fuck about themselves. If you told them the Earth was flat, they'd just say, well, what's that got to do with me? It hasn't got anything to do with you. It's just, you know, we're just telling you, you know, you're part of all this. Oh, there's a cat. Look, I forgot she was in there. She's dead now, which is sad. I was only talking about her just a moment ago as well. And that's another weird little synchronicity thing that has happened today. Earlier on, I was watching a video about Carl Jung's theory and philosophy and shit about synchronicity. And I can't remember what the other thing was today. I thought I hadn't heard from a person for a while, and then as soon as I thought that, they just texted me. And I was talking earlier, looking at a photo of that cat, Elsa. I was looking at a photo of her, talking about her, and then about 2 hours later, here she is in the video. So there you go. But what does it mean? What does it mean, divine synchronicity? It does happen quite a lot, though, that sort of stuff. And I'm not writing it off. I mean, it is weird. I think when you're kind of, I don't want to sound all like spiritually and stuff, but not that there's anything wrong with that. But I just don't want to sound like a pretentious wanker. But I think when you're open to that kind of stuff, you do notice it more. And there are some things where I think I've talked about it in another video. I can't be able to talk about it now, it's not enough time. But the number 333, like people in their lives see 333 all the time. But when I was going through that, and I still do now, like the synchronicity of that was just insane. Oh, look at her, man. She was so fucking soft. I can still feel her looking at that. I know exactly what the side of her face feels like, just behind the ear. Marble's got it as well. She was in the last video a lot as well, that Goku one. But yeah, oh man, that cat was so fucking soft. And stupid as well. If there was ever a cat that was going to fall off the edge of the fucking Earth, it was her. 100%. And that's an hour after finding out that the Earth's flat. In fact, she probably would have fucking just ran for it. Just to be a cunt. She used to do that, like, babbling baby talk thing that cats do, you know, where it's almost like a bit creepy and disturbing when they do it. Especially when they're not in the room and you think, what the fuck was that? Someone in my house. And then you realise it's the cat doing all that fucking weird shit. And she came into the room one day, and she only ever came home when she wanted feeding. She was one of those ones that just, one of those cats that lives with the neighbours all the time. There she is, the little cunt. Two-faced shithead, she really was. But she came wandering into the room. We hadn't seen her for ages. She only ever came home when she wanted feeding. And she came in, she was doing her babbling weird baby cat talk thing. And it's clear as daylight, she said, I'll have my meal now, please. Like that. It's just, like, it was so, it was so weird, you know. I looked at everyone else in the room and was just like, did she just say, I'll have my meal now, please? Because she did, you know, clear as daylight. I mean, obviously she didn't. She just fucking kept making stupid noise. But honestly, it sounded exactly like, "I'll have my meal now, please." At least she said please. So that's something, you know. I don't think you'd even get that out of most cats. So, Godzilla, Optimus Prime. Yeah, Godzilla's just gonna fucking smash Optimus Prime's ass. And talking of fucking asses, fucking the Centaur is essentially fucking a horse. I think there's no if buts or maybes about it. There's those people. Where is it where they still have sex with donkeys? Like it's perfectly normal to lose your virginity to a donkey. What country is that? And like they practice it, you know, and they're kind of proud as well. It's like don't stick it in a donkey. I don't care how how disgusting it is in your fucking third world country, you know, things are pretty bad, you're living in poverty and all that. Don't stick it in a fucking donkey. And if you at home are thinking about sticking it in a donkey, don't. If you're thinking about sticking it in a horse, don't. If you're thinking about sticking it up Godzilla's arse, good luck. That's it. Cheers. Thanks guys. Bye bye bye.